A very good morning. Welcome to the sports segment on the weekend show. My name is Abraham Yusuf, bringing to you all the happenings across the world of sport. It's been an exciting week across all sporting events. Our very own number one boxer, Anthony Joshua, came up against British boxer Daniel Dubois. Though it was a highly anticipated fight, especially since Joshua has an impressive record, but unfortunately, he was knocked out by Daniel D on the fifth round of the IBF heavyweight world title. It's only the second time in Joshua's career as a boxer that he has lost a match by a knockout. So many speculations and thoughts that this could be the end, but we all know Anthony. He's never going to give up, and a possible rematch on the way. Well, if he gets that rematch, I hope he prepares better because trust me, Daniel D is a very good boxer. In football, it's been an impressive start to the season across all competitions. We've had exciting matches, heartbreaking moments, and a whole lot. Especially for Manchester United fans, it has been a whole lot. But one big issue that has come up lately has been the overcongestion of fixtures, especially on the side of players. We've had a few players come out on air to make statements as it has resulted to various injuries, some minor, while others have been season-ending injuries. The latest being the injury to Manchester City star and Ballon d'Or contender Rodri, who is out of the season with an anterior cruciate ligament. Well, for us as football fans, it doesn't look like a problem because we get to enjoy never-ending football actions. But we must remember, they are humans and the body would need rest at some point. Hoping the Football Federation gets to look into it and make proper arrangements to avoid an injury-filled season across all competitions, particularly when it comes to international break. I personally am always scared for my players when it comes to international break because when they go to play for their countries, especially Spain, it's always a problem for Barcelona. But then, like someone said, that's what they are paid for. In other news, the Executive Committee of the Nigerian Football Federation on Thursday approved the recommendation of its Technical and Development Subcommittee for the interim coach Augustine Eguavoen to continue in his role as the head coach of the Super Eagles and lead the team to its 2025 African Cup of Nations qualifying matches against Libya next month. The 58-year-old, who is temporarily in charge of the squad, has led them 2 times and has previously won the game against Benin 3-0 and had a scoreless draw against Rwanda earlier this month. Well, Eguavoen and the current technical crew will also take charge of Super Eagles team for the remaining qualifying matches for next year's African Cup of Nations. I will meet to have a conversation. Again today is MC Sam. Good morning, MC Sam.
Good morning, everyone.
All right, so let's talk about Anthony Joshua first. You know, I got to watch that. I watched that match, yeah, and for the first few minutes, I felt like that match wasn't going to last because Joshua had the higher advantage, right? But then just for him to come back for the 5th round, and then he was looking like he was more relaxed, and then that punch didn't look like a heavy one, but then he went down. It didn't look. I didn't say it was not heavy because I'm not a boxer, right?
Thank you very much.
But then he went down, and he couldn't get up again. What were your thoughts on that match?
You see, that match, yes, everybody was expecting Joshua to win Daniel D. Everybody, okay, let me say 70 to 80% of the people were expecting Daniel D, Anthony Joshua to beat Daniel D hands down. But it was opposite. And my own problem about that match was, yes, Joshua lost. But you know one thing I noticed in life, and this match taught me something. When you are winning, people quickly forget the winning part of you and just focus on the losing part. This is 4th loss, and everybody's the rumors start coming out that he's going to retire. So all the people he has beaten, they should retire also. And do you know how funny thing? There was this punch that Daniel D gave Joshua, and that picture itself trended everywhere. I wish I could do the posture of that, how his face was looking, and that picture was everywhere. And I was like, but I've not seen where people as a really celebrate Anthony Joshua winning, like the way they talked about his loss, and people were like, he might resign. I'm like, no, he won't retire. I know. We learn from defeat. That's what we do.
What do you think if he gets the rematch he's looking for? Do you think he stands a chance?
To be honest, I feel if he's going to go for a rematch, he's going to beat that guy very well because I feel, number one, he underrated him. Let's be honest. Okay. I felt he underrated. For example, now, if you are going to just check by names before the match and say Anthony Joshua, you'll say, Anthony Joshua, this match will not be
Yeah,
tough.
the
He's going to
odds
beat
were in
everyone.
Joshua's favor.
So I feel he underrated him. That's why. So it's just like when you know you're going for a tough match, you prepare better. So
Yeah.
now I know once he's going for a tough
He'll prepare better.
match, definitely he's going to do better.
Okay, so let's come down to football now.
Okay.
Yeah, this whole issue of injury. You know, particularly for me as a Barcelona fan, and I'm sure for you as an Arsenal fan, because I heard Raya is not playing today. It has been a problem for us. You know, forget the fact that we are winning. It's a problem for us as football fans, especially when our clubs are down. What do you think should be done?
You said something when reading your your headline stories. You said that's what they are paid for. So that part got me. See, the truth is, the injury that you something you can't deliberately avoid. Because some of like Rodri now, that match, the injury he encountered, it's not like he planned for it.
Yeah.
So the thing is, sometimes look at the one for Odegaard. Odegaard went for just one Norway match and that's all. The whole Arsenal team is missing him. The whole Man City is missing Rodri. Barca have about 7 key
Seven
players
key players injured.
injured. So you see that this injury thing, to be honest, is something we can't just avoid. Except if a player will say, okay, let me start avoiding injury. Believe me, he won't put his best because even locally when we play ball, when you are scared of somebody's the way he's going to mark you, you quickly lose the ball to that person.
But then, looking at the fixtures, right? Especially for English Premier League, they are playing in 4 major competitions, right? Other leagues are playing 3, supposedly. But England is playing 4. And then the international break. My problem is international break. It's always international break. So what do you think? Should they reduce international break or increase substitution or reduce fixtures like general fixtures and all?
The thing is, to be honest,
Yeah.
I won't go for reduction of fixtures because let's be honest, weeks that there's no football looks very boring. So I won't go for reduction. In fact, if there are some people that won't mind watching ball every day.
True.
And the way things are now, believe me, watching ball will make you forget your sorrow. So reduction of fixtures is totally out of it. I just feel like what teams should do is get what everybody they should do is get more players.
Yeah.
More backup players. I think that will help solve plenty issues. Like in England now that there are 4 fixtures. That's why I love Arsenal. In this Carabao Cup, the Carabao Cup they played, they didn't use
Their
major players.
Yeah.
You understand? So that's what every team should have. Man City, I'm feeling like Man City should, even their 3rd bench can still go for
Carabao Cup.
Carabao Cup. So it's just to have more players. And these teams have money, except the ones that are just not ready to spend. Chelsea to have that kind of large
you know, when we're talking of squad, we don't need to call Chelsea. Chelsea have first to fourth. They have the head,
so it's just to have plenty of these guys so that you'll be able to, they can reshuffle them. So that's the solution.
Okay, so let's come back to Super Eagles, right? When I saw the news, I was excited about them agreeing for him to continue. He said, instead of the whole pursuit of a foreign coach. And he has done well so far.
Yeah.
And do you think he should be made permanent instead of this whole interim coach?
To be honest, I
Yeah.
feel he should be made permanent. One, because he's highly respected by the players.
Good.
If you notice it, he's highly respected by the players. And his tactics are working for us. His tactics are working for us. So why not? Look how he beat our former coach in the last time they met.
Yeah.
How many 0?
3-0.
3-0. So to be honest, I feel we should just retain him. He's very good.
Okay.
He's very, very good.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing your thoughts. Okay. All right. And now the fixtures for the weekend in the English Premier League. So this Saturday, the early fixtures, we'll see Newcastle take on Manchester City. We'll see Arsenal take on Leicester City. We'll see Brentford taking on West Ham United. We'll see Chelsea going up against Brighton. We'll see Everton taking on Crystal Palace. Nottingham Forest go against Fulham. Wolverhampton taking on Liverpool. Ipswich Town going up against Aston Villa. And then the big match of the week, Manchester United against Tottenham Hotspur. And then on Monday night, we'll see Bournemouth taking on Southampton. Before I let you go, one more question. Manchester-Tottenham match. These are 2 coaches that supposedly are on fire. Tottenham coach might not really be on heat, but Ten Hag is on heat. If he loses this match, should they still keep him?
To be honest, I'm wondering why did Man U keep Ten Hag? Although we all know that it's because he used the FA Cup to bribe them. That's what I would say. He used that one to
Yeah,
bribe.
the first season Carabao Cup, second season FA Cup.
So
yeah.
I feel that's what he used because, to be honest, there's no Man U fan, there's no genuine Man U fan that is happy at the moment. I feel just as to say, doctors will advise every Man U fan just avoid football for now to avoid high blood pressure.
Yeah, because watching the match against 20, it was not just it.
They dominated the whole match,
They
but
dominated
they ended
to score.
1-1.
1-1.
So to be honest, I don't even know what to say about Man U.
All right. Thank you for listening. That's much I have for you today. My name is Abraham Yusuf. Stay tuned. We have more coming up for you on The Weekend Show.